What's up, TD Gang? Sugar TD Gram, back with another video. As you guys can tell by the title, I am doing an updated story time on how I met Trey Melvin. But before we get to it, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's just get straight to it. So for the ones that do not know, I have been acquainted by Trey Melvin since I want to say 2013. For the ones that do not know, I was a freshman in high school in 2012. So I met him pretty much, going into sophomore year. The crazy part is that, just to give you guys a little recap real quick, I was introduced to his videos through a mutual friend at the time. And it was, I remember like it was yesterday, summer of 2013. Red Nose Bass, Sage Gemini just came out. It was a really poppin' ass year. And I stayed in one time and was watching nothing but YouTube videos, and he was one of the channels that got suggested. So I instantly been connected since that day. I honestly can't even tell you what video it was, to be honest, because let's be honest, majority of his videos aren't on YouTube no more. But if they were all still there, I could probably tell you which one it was by going back. But I was a fan since that first video, and honestly, I remember I followed him on Twitter one time and noticed he was following fans back. So I said, all right, well, me being a Libra, I'm extra. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get this man to follow me, right? So I made an edit, because for the ones that did not know, around this time I was actually into doing fandom edits and all of that. So making edits was very easy for me. So I just had to edit. I changed my header to the edit, I want to say. I changed my profile picture to a picture of him. I edited my bio, edited my @name, everything. Like, I was legit trying to get his attention. And it worked because he followed me back and I couldn't believe it. But within that same year, started tweeting at him and he would respond back, and it just became some type of friendship. And honestly, it's crazy to think about because we didn't know each other like that, but the love that I had for his content and the love that I gave him, it just meshed together. So for the ones that really don't know, and I feel like a lot of y'all don't know because I don't think I've ever told you guys this, his videos single-handedly have helped me through a lot in the past. At one point, I really don't like talking about it, but I'm gonna say it. At one point, I decided that, I was going through a lot of stuff as far as bullying, and, my parents were going through divorce and all this other stuff, and honestly, I just felt like I wanted to. And I remember in the back of my head was like, the only saving grace at that moment was his videos. I have told him this before. I don't think I've told him like the extent of everything, but he does know that his videos definitely helped me out a lot of dark times back in the day. And I think that's even more appreciative from him, because that's his purpose, to help people and entertain, and that's what he was meant to do. So I still to this day can't believe that all the love and support that we have given each other, because mind y'all, he supports me as well, not just me giving him love and support, he does it right back. Still to this day, I can't believe that we have a friendship that we do. Now, mind you, I'm not talking to this man every day because he's a busy bitch, okay? And so am I. I don't expect us to always talk every single day. I don't even expect us to talk every single month. But when we do have a conversation and we talk, it's like we're just catching up. Like we're just catching up to where we were last time we talked. And I love it. I love those days. I love that time, because I'd be like, ooh, like, damn, this nigga's really a part of my life. Like, I love that feeling. But fast forward to what we actually are talking about. So I did do a little deep dive a little bit in a previous video. If y'all want to go watch that, you guys can. But basically, leading up to finally meeting him, for the ones that don't know, he had his tragic accident in 2020. And I really don't like going to that part, but I remember when it was released to the public what had happened. I remember being at work and I was sobbing, bro. Like, and the craziest part was I haven't even met him yet, y'all. Like, I was like, we still had the friendship going, but we never met in person yet. So when I heard the news, it broke my heart. It really did. I was like, oh my God. Like, sobbing. I'm trying not to cry right now. Sobbing at work to the point where I had to like do it in a manner where no one could see me doing it at work. And oh my God, I just wasn't myself. And when I got the news that he was okay, I was just like, oh my God, thank you. Like, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my God. I'm so thankful that he's still here. R.I.P. Kathy. I know you guiding him, baby. I know you are. I didn't get to meet Kathy either, but me and her were pretty cordial. We followed each other on a lot of platforms, and she was the sweetest. I never got to meet her. I really hate that I didn't, but I know my girl is doing her thing. I know she is, okay? I know she's doing her thing. Man, when I tell you, from that moment, I'm like, I don't care what I have to do. At some given point in time, when he is ready, I need to meet this man. And baby, I stuck to that promise. I didn't care. I did not care. And I remember when, him and his team got together and he was like, I'm debuting my album. I'm going on tour. I was like, all right. I'm going to figure out when these tour dates are, where he going, and I'm going to make it work. So in the midst of that, a lot of stuff was going on, not personally for me, but job-wise, a lot of, this is still the pandemic, right? So a lot of people were losing their loved ones, family members, people were having babies. So like, we were very short-handed at work. So I'm like, okay, well, depending on when his tour dates are and which one I can go to, I'm gonna have to try to finesse this because there's no way I'm missing this, okay? But I have to give a big kudos to my manager at the time, Kim. She did her thing. She made sure that no matter what the situation was going on in the bank itself, she made sure I went because she knew I was a hard worker. She knew I was always there when I needed her to stay later, come in early, do whatever. She was like, if you need this day off, I'm gonna make sure you get it. So I remember he released all the information the day before my birthday in 2020. I felt like it was on purpose, low key, because he know when my birthday is. So I was like, did you purposely do that? Like, did you purposely mean to like drop everything the day before my birthday? So anyway, by the time he released everything for the tour, I was already on vacation for my birthday. So I was like, well, I'm gonna have to wait a whole week until I get back to work to even like try to, request anything off. So before I even got back to work from my birthday vacation, he had, revised his tour dates and his tour schedule. At first, he was doing Atlanta. Before I went back to work, he revised it and said, we're no longer doing Atlanta, we're doing Houston. Mind y'all, I live in Louisiana. So I'm fine with either one, right? So where I live, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, I'm gonna have to look this up and put it in the video later. From Atlanta, from here, I would say it's probably like 7, 8, 9 hours between one of them three. But from here to Houston, it's only 5. And at the time, I'm like, I've already drove 4 hours by myself before. An extra hour is not gonna kill me, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. So he's going to Houston. I was like, okay, I have this mindset. I'm going to Houston. Yeah, I'm going to Houston, baby. I'm going to Houston. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and ask my manager because it was November 18th that he was going to be in Houston. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that, I can get it off and I can get there, da 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 da. So Kay, one of my good girls, I asked her and I was like, look, when you purchase your ticket, does he see who purchases it, right? She said, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I'm trying to go to the Houston, but I don't want him to see that I'm coming. Now, mind you, at the time, I didn't know if he knew my government. He only knows me as Tootie, right? So I didn't know if he knew my government. So I was like, just in case he does, I don't want to purchase and he sees I'm coming because I'm trying to surprise him, right? So Kay said, you know what, just send the money to me and I will put the ticket in my name and then I'll just send everything to you, you know, once it's time for the emails to go out. So I said, all right, cool. Before I do that, let me make sure I can get off with my manager. Of course, she did her thing. She said, you can go ahead, you know, do what you gotta do. So I went back to Kay, told her we got everything situated. And then right after that, I had hit up Kelly, my girl Kelly. I said, look, me and Kay got something going on, and I want you to be a part of this, right? Because I know you're going to be there too. I said, look, I'm surprising him. He don't know I'm coming to Houston. I'm going to see y'all in Houston now. But I need you to keep this on the hush-hush. Don't tell him. Don't tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's an interactiveness between you, don't say nothing. Don't say shit. So we got it together, and I remember the week of, so I'm pretty sure it was on a Wednesday. If I remember correctly, I think it was on a Wednesday, because I remember I was supposed to be back to work that Thursday, and I ain't go in, so, you know. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I was getting myself ready, and my boyfriend was like, I'll drive you, because mind you, I was going to drive myself, okay, I didn't care, but he was like, no, I'm going to drive you, and we're going to go together. So I was like, all right, bet. So, yo, oh my God. I planned on leaving at 12 because I knew that it took 5 hours, right? So I'm like, okay, here's the tea. If I leave at 12 and it takes 5 hours, I should get there around 6. Even if we stop, we'll still be around like 6:30, right? So I was like, all right, cool. That still gives me enough time to get ready because I was still in my work attire. I didn't get dressed or changed or anything yet. And I was like, well, the performance is until 8:18 and they're letting everybody in early at 7:30. So I was like, that still gives me a window of time. And where we were staying, it was literally no more than like 15 minutes up the road from where it was. So I was like, bet, you know, I'm good. So we get on the road. He didn't come get me, first of all, because he was getting me from work. He didn't come get me till damn near 12:15. Then he started to go and get gas. Then he wanted to get food. So by the time we did all of that, we didn't even hit the road till after like, that was like 12:45, pushing 1 o'clock. I'm like, well, that just put us back some. That just pushed us back. So I was like, okay, well, 5 + 1 is still 6, so we should still be good, right? When I tell y'all, this man stopped right before we got to Texas, which was fine, because I mean, we had been driving for hours, so pissed off. All right, cool. We got food, got drinks, went to the bathroom, headed back on the road. He decided he was gonna get a beer, right? That beer went through him within like 15 to 20 minutes. So now he's like, oh my God, I gotta pee. Oh my God, I gotta pee. So then he stopped again to go pee. So then we get back on the road and he persuades, because at this point I'm kind of irritated because I'm like, I'm looking at the time and I'm like, this man is pushing it, right? So then we go back on the road. Again, oh my God, I gotta pee. Oh my God, I gotta pee. Mind you, we're like 20 minutes away from the hotel at this point, and it's damn near 6:30. I'm like, okay, you're really pushing it now. So I'm at the point where I don't even want him to stop, but he's like so adamant that he has to pee. So I'm just irritated at this point. And he's like, I really don't want to stop. I really don't want to stop, but I really gotta pee. I say, you know what? Just pull over on the side of the road and just go pee somewhere. I don't even care at this point. Hurry up. So he pulled over by a church and he did pee. He did. I'm so sorry to whoever's church that was. I'm so sorry. But he could tell I was irritated. So he stopped, did what he had to do, come back, and then we got back on the road. By the time we got to the hotel, it was, I think we checked in right at 7 o'clock. So at this point, I'm irritated as fuck, right? So we still gotta get into the room. I still gotta change, get ready, and I was vlogging, so I'm like, It's 30 minutes until the fucking door's open, and your girl ain't even dressed. So I did what I did. And I remember I was so mad because I wanted to be there at 7:30 so I could meet everyone, right? God had other plans, but it's okay because we made it work. So basically, as I'm literally like 5 minutes from being ready, he's like, oh, can I still get a ticket? And I was like, you say something as we're about to go there, now you want to participate? So I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still purchase one, you know, through the website. So I gave him the website. He checked out, did his little thing. I was like, well, since you just purchased it, I don't think you're gonna get like an email or anything, so just screenshot that you purchased it and then we'll just show it when we get there. So now in the midst of me finishing up, he now has to get ready, so that put us back even further. So at this point, I believe it was like 7:45 by the time I got done. So he's not even ready yet, bruh. I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait for you in the car. I was so livid, bruh. I'm not even joking. So by the time I'm in the car, I get, who hit me up first? I believe Kelly hit me up first. I'm gonna put receipts right here. But I feel like Kelly hit me up first and was like, hey girl, the doors opened at 7:30. Where you at? Because mind you, doors open at 7:30, but it didn't start till 8:18. So I'm like, you know, like I said, it's pushing 8 o'clock now. So I'm like, so, oh my God, my heart hurts saying this story. But I was like, I know, I'm on my way. I was looking at the GPS and it was like, we should be there by 8 o'clock or so. And I was like, okay, cool. Thank you, Jesus. So on the way there, I think we we're like 10 minutes out. And then Kay hit me up and she was like, girl, where you at? I was like, I'm like, I'm so stressed out. I'm so frustrated at this point. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I just couldn't control anything that was going on. So I was like, you know what? Says my arrival time is this time. I told her. She was like, on the deck. And I was like, okay. So we got to the address. First of all, when we pulled up, it was like, you have arrived. And I'm looking, I'm like, what you mean? what you mean, bitch? So then he's looking like, what? And I'm like, just drive down this way and let's see, because she did say it was in the back and that she would be on the porch. So when we drove a little closer, that's when I saw her and I was like, okay, we're here, we're good. So I kind of calmed down a little bit. And then he was like, well, where do I park? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Like, I guess park right there. Like, I don't know. So, girl, at this point, I kind of calmed a little bit down. I was still nervous as fuck, though. I calmed down a little bit. And I remember telling him to show Kay that he did pay just now to get in. So they gave us our little stuff that we needed. We sat down. Let me tell you, I sat next to my girl Day. Man, when I tell you, me and her had just clicked up literally the day before. Like, we was like, oh, you going to Houston too? Oh, shit. So, yeah, we kikied a little bit before the show. Like I said, I couldn't really kiki with Kelly and Kay and everybody. Like, I wanted to because I was fucking late. So, it is what it is. It was out of my control. So I remember, you know, Mike, he said, shout out to my friend Mike now, let's talk about it real quick. So he's setting the mood, he's setting the scene, right? And then I'm just, you know, just chilling, getting ready, you know. I'm just like, I'm getting all the feels. And next thing I know, I just see from the corner of my eye, because I'm going to show y'all where everyone's sitting. So Malcolm's here. I'm here, Day's here, and then everyone else is, it's like in a little, you know. So with Malcolm being on the far left side, I just see, corner of my eye, I just see Trey just coming around, and then comes in front. When I tell you, I felt like I saw a fucking ghost, bro. I was like, oh my God. When I first laid eyes on him in human form, bruh, in front of me, oh my God. Mind you, we had masks on, and it was very dark, so he couldn't really see everybody like that. Oh my God. But like, if anyone was filming at that moment, I promise y'all would have saw my jaw on the fucking ground. I swear to you. It was on the ground, my nigga. Like, I'm sitting like this. It went past my, like, it went all the way to the ground. Like, past my chest, past my thighs, past my leg. Like, it went all the way. It's like, oh my God. So, I'm embracing it. I'm loving every minute, right? We're listening to everything. And of course, we are getting emotional. You know, it's an emotional project. And after, you know, he's asking questions and everyone's talking and interacting. And me, I was mute. The whole time I'm mute as fuck. I'm like, I'm not even about to say anything. Why? Because this man knows my voice. Why? Because this man knows my fucking face. So the only thing that did not give it away is I had a mask on and it was dark. When I tell you, this man would have known off the rip. If it was not for that mask, bro, and it wasn't for that darkness, he would have known right off the rip. That's my baby, Tootie. That's my baby. Like, oh my God. So everyone, and I mean everyone, spoke but me. Everyone. And I remember he kept like looking in my direction. But I was like, I ain't saying shit because I can't disguise my voice like that. Because I was already like emotional and like all over the place. So I would have even forgot to even try to disguise my voice. But I was like, I'm not even gonna attempt because this motherfucker knows my voice. I'm not even about to do it. So after all of that, he's like, okay, we're gonna, you know, take pictures and all that. So I started calming down a little bit. I was very anxious, okay? This whole time I'm anxious as shit. So I calmed down just a little bit. Just a little. And then I remember Kay had came over. And she's like, okay, so who wants to go first? And I'm looking at Day. I said, Day, you can go, girl. She's like, but go. Nope, I ain't ready. My anxiety level is up here, baby. I need to go down a couple notches before I do this. I'm not. No. Go. No. So at this time, Kelly comes over. And she's like, hey, girl, like, what's up, bitch? But I'm still anxious, right? Like, I'm kikiing a little bit, but I'm still anxious as fuck. So they asked me, how you feeling? I said, I really feel like I gotta shit myself right now. Like, I promise you, I'm not joking. You can ask them yourselves. I felt like I was going to shit on myself. Not literally, but that's how my anxiety was. I was up here, baby, like, most people want to throw up. No, baby, I was finna shit. No, baby, I was finna shit. Oh my God. And they're like, there's a bathroom. No, not literally, y'all. I really don't have to shit, but like, I feel like it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, yeah, I'm at that point. So they did her thing, you know what I'm saying? So Kelly had to go back because, you know, she was at work. Listen. She was at work, baby. So they comes back and we kick in a little bit more, right? And Kay's like, okay, Tootie, it's your turn. Oh, look, I said, get somebody else to do it. So mind you, I have no clue who the hell knew that this interaction was gonna happen, right? So I knew Kay and Kelly knew. I knew my boyfriend Malcolm knew. I have a sense, I'm not positive, but I have a sense that maybe Mike and Gwen knew too. I don't know. I don't know. But I know Trey didn't know. They knew. And I don't know about everyone else. They might have known or like kind of like felt the vibes a little bit. I don't know. I don't know nothing. But all I do know is I was finna shit myself. For real. But I remember I was like, okay, well, okay, since you want me to go, right? I have one special request for you. Tell that nigga to turn around. I was like, I'm not about to walk up to this nigga with him looking at me. I probably would have passed out, for real. Like, I'm dead ass. I was like, nope. Nope. Tell him to turn around. So I remember Kay, she was like, okay. She's like, Trey. He was like, She was like, I have a special request for you. He's like, what is that? She said, you gotta turn around. He said, turn around. Almost lost it when he said it. Almost lost it. She's like, yeah, turn around. And he was just like, Okay. So, mind you, he was on the bench, and I'll put the clip for y'all to see as well if you haven't seen it already. And yeah, he was turned around. So, when Kay said the coast was clear, I got my happy ass on up at that chair. I went around the corner, and I remember Kay was like, do you want me to film it? She didn't even know I was filming a vlog, y'all. So, I was going to ask her to do it anyway, but she just came to my rescue. And I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. And, oh my God. Like I said, y'all will see in the video how the interaction went, but this entire video that was recorded, I don't remember. I don't remember anything. It's so crazy. Like, as soon as I walked, like, even got, like, I'm gonna say 50 feet from the man, I just, like, blacked out. Like, my entire existence blacked the fuck out. Like, my body was moving and grooving and doing it, but like mentally I just wasn't here, bro. Like, I wasn't there. I don't even know if I was there spiritually at this point. Like, I just felt like I was in a out-of-body experience for real. So I know at some given point my body was like, we about to do the first look. I'm about to put my hand on his shoulder. He gonna turn around and we like, oh my God. I was not expecting to laugh when he turned around, but the shit just came out my mouth. So he's laughing, I'm laughing, I hear Mike laugh. Like, it was just hot-ass mess. Hot-ass fucking mess. But I live for it. I fucking live for it. And when I tell y'all, that was probably like the best experience I've had in like, how old was I? This was 3 years ago. 23 years of living. 23 years of living. That was probably like the best thing in the world to me in that moment. Like, finally being able to meet him face to face, embrace him, and just have a final interaction together. You know, at that time we had seen each other and known each other just a few seconds, but we had actually like physically talked for damn near 7 to 8 years before. So finally having that interaction meant everything to both of us, if you could, you know, feel it from that video. We both cried, of course. I was trying not to cry, but I knew I was gonna cry. Throughout the entire interaction, there's so much that went into this interaction. It was freaking crazy. Honestly, I don't even know how long our interaction was, but it felt like hours, and it felt so amazing to finally like catch up for real. Like, it was just so much being said from my brand, because I had just started it like months prior, from me gifting him all the gifts. It was just a lot. But I loved every second of it. Man, this man made me sing in front of everybody. And for the ones that don't know, I don't sing in front of people like that. I will sing for myself and myself only, okay? So, yeah, he made me sing in front of everybody. He wanted me to sing some Ariana. I said, oh, baby. I ain't singing Ariana, because But one of his songs were playing in the background, and I was like, okay, I'll sing this though. Yeah, I'll play with it. So I ain't the best, but I'm not bad either. Okay. No, I haven't. Well, kind of been playing with it since then, but not as much as I used to. But oh my God. Still to this day, I still can't, like, I literally watch the video and get goosebumps. Like, I just can't get over it. Like, I literally get goosebumps, bro. And it's so crazy because I try not to get emotional about everything, because it really does touch my heart for real. Like, this man, this one man has done so much to change my life. It's so crazy. I don't even want to sit here and say if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be on this earth, but I really feel like he served a purpose in me still being here, for real. Like, I'm not even joking at this point when I tell you, oh my God, the growth that we both had throughout the years. It's literally been 10 years now since I've known this man. 10. Craziness, I tell you. Fucking craziness. But wouldn't trade it for the world. I remember he ended up giving me his number. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was kind of hoping for it, but, you know, I'm not a person, like, I don't, you know, like, hey, give me your number, you know, so I'm like, eh. Nah, he was like, here, take my phone, put your number in it, and I was like, I looked over at Kay and Kelly, I'm like, oh my god, is this really fucking happening right now? Oh my god, am I really getting, what? No, and every single time, it plays back in my head, any moment from that night, I'm just like, oh my god. The best part for me was he asked if I wanted to go to LA to his last show. And I was like, baby, I gotta go back to work. And he's like, oh yeah, you do work, huh? I'm like, now if you hired me, right, I wouldn't have to. Let me stop. But, oh my god, like, the memories. The memories is crazy. The entire situation is fucking crazy. I literally like did like a leap of faith and just and here I am 10 years later. It's crazy to sit here and think and talk about, oh my god, like I literally just decided to do one thing and here I am 10 years later. But it's crazy because a lot of people that know me are like, oh my god, you know Trey Melvin, what the fuck? Yeah. Because my extra Libra ass one day in 2013 decided, you know what? I'm about to try to get this motherfucker to follow me. And the rest is history. It's just crazy. It's fucking crazy. But I can go a little more deeper, but I just don't want to expose everything that happened between us and the conversations from that night. It was just so special. And like I said, our relationship till this day, we still mess with each other. We still hype each other up. If you know from our Twitter interactions, I would always not really bully him, but like always mess with him. And he would mess with me back. That's just how our relationship was. And low-key still kind of is. I kind of laid back from it a little bit. I'm more of trying to uplift and support him and love him as much as possible. And he's the same way. But we still have our times. we still gonna have our times now. And I feel like when we link up again, it'll probably be a little bit of both. Like old times for sure. But yeah, this is just a little bit of the updated version because I feel like the last one wasn't really detailed, but this one I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go a little further in for y'all to really, really know, like, yeah, Trey's really my guy. That's really my nigga. Don't play with it. But I love him with all my heart, and I know he loves me. We really fight over who loves each other more. Literally, but you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with that. If he feels like he loves me more, that's cool. But in my heart, I know I love him more because like I said, he's a big part of the reason why I didn't do what I did. Okay. So, we're going to keep it at that. We're going to leave it there. But, Tootie Gang, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And of course, when I actually meet other celebrity friends that I have, I'll make more of these story times for y'all. But I will see you guys next time.